Well, guys, apparently it never ends. Things that's ridiculous has happened again, and this time it happened in Paris with Serena Williams, the all-time tennis pro who's won 4 Olympic medals and 7 Wimbledon single titles, and is worth $340 million and is known as the greatest slam player of all time. But Serena and her family went to a restaurant in Paris during their Olympic stay and were denied entry. The restaurant, called the Peninsula Paris, was not very welcoming of the all-time tennis star when she and her kids went and tried to get a table for lunch. She called them out on her social media page and said, "Yikes, Peninsula Paris, I've been denied access to rooftop to eat in an empty restaurant of nicer places, but never with my kids. Always a first." Well, after that post, many people came onto her social media site and asked who blocked the GOAT entry, who denied the GOAT entry. Serena stated, Serena never stated an exact reason for her being denied access to the rooftop restaurant with her children, but many are saying that it is the old usual thing, just like what happened with Oprah. People want to keep you in your place, regardless of who you are, what you have, and how much you contribute to society. One person stated, "Everyone knows the French don't like black folks." And another added, "Between Jamaican women withdrawn from their events to Shakari and Shelley being denied interest, Coco being treated unfairly on the court, and Serena being turned away from a nice rooftop restaurant, Paris seems not to favor black people." Serena actually had a love for Paris, and she even has a 2-bedroom apartment there. And she's spoken fondly of her time in Paris from time to time before the recent incident occurred. One person on social media said, "The city of lights is Paris is the mean introvert friend who invites you over but doesn't want you to really show up or touch anything." Some people blasted the Olympic Committee for the nightmare stories this year about how athletes of color has been treated, like the issue with Shakari and others who were not treated with respect. Another person wrote, "Paris and this Olympic drama. They should never host the Olympics again. They have been horrible in their treatment of athletes, particularly those that are black and brown." Then another incident was noted when Paris was rude to singer Kelly Rowland when she was shooed into the venue on the red carpet of the Marcelo Mio premiere at the Cannes Film Festival by a front-lacing staffer at the event. Now, according to Atlanta Black Star, which is where I'm getting my information from, they are saying that the Peninsula Paris has been named the best hotel in the city and has a rooftop restaurant and bar, which offers its patrons views of the city. Many people have already started bombarding the European establishment with negative reviews on Google, and some other people are encouraging Serena to support black-owned businesses in Paris the next time she's there. The hotel later issued a statement apologizing to Serena Williams for what they considered a mix-up. "Dear Ms. Williams, Please accept our deepest apologies for the disappointment you encountered tonight. Read a message on the restaurant's X page. Unfortunately, our rooftop bar was indeed fully booked, and the only unoccupied tables you saw belonged to our gourmet restaurant, and they named the name, which was fully reserved. We have always been honored to welcome you, and will always be to welcome you again. This article is also saying that in a Variety report, Maxine Manovy, who works at the Peninsula restaurant, claimed that Serena looked unrecognizable, whatever that means. When she came, there were only 2 tables available, and they had been reserved by clients of the hotel. She explained, "My colleague didn't recognize her and feels terrible, but he told her what he would have told any other client, which is to wait downstairs in the bar for a table to become available. That was absolutely nothing personal." Well, personal or not, it's not a good look for people to be turned away and denied, even if it's not Serena Williams. It should be a big deal for anyone, because patrons should be welcome with an open door. I'm not saying that Serena should receive any special treatment or anything better, and of course she did not receive special treatment. But from the statement made that the restaurant employee did not recognize who she was, that speaks volumes on its own. Because to me, I feel that what they're saying is that had they recognized who she was, then it would not have been a problem, and she more than likely would have quickly been seated and been attended to. So, coming back later and trying to clean it up, I guess that's a step, but I think that the apology is going to fall on deaf ears when it comes to Serena supporters, who's now making their comments on Google and on the different sites where the restaurant is being reviewed. Whether Serena will go back and patronize their establishment again, well, we won't know until that actually happens, and she's not saying anything about it. But regardless, guys, let's just all remember that whoever you are still a person, and you are still entitled to have the rights as anybody else of any other nationality. We love you, Serena. Thanks for coming now.